Hello everyone, Josh here with Guys of Legends, bringing out another Infinite Magicraid video. And I do want to apologize for my voice. I'm still very much under the weather here. I'm still dealing with the pandemic flu. You know, this is another round that I've had to deal with. Dealt with this back in 2021 as well in October. I was actually hospitalized at that point because I had pneumonia on top of it. Almost died from it. Was not a good time. But a lot of you who've been here since then, you already knew about that. But we're getting better now. I want to thank everyone that was on the community tab of the channel that gave me all those get well wishes. I thank you all so much for that. Much appreciated. But let's go ahead and get into the video. So today we're going to be talking about the Mystic Treasure Hunt and how much of a pay to win POS this event really is. And if you don't know what POS is, go look it up. So we tried to record this before. The audio did not save, unfortunately. So we lost a lot of what we were trying to do in the first video. But to kind of summarize, I went through and I did the first floor and most of the second floor using my initial 40 stamina, my 40 hammers. We also got 3 from down here as well for hitting over 100 points. And we did not buy any additional tries or anything like that. And we also were lucky to pick up 1 bomb, which you can randomly get from breaking a tile. You could actually get a bomb. And the bomb, essentially, you want to make sure you have a nice perimeter, a nice surrounding area of tiles. You can get the most bang for your buck. I believe you can blow up as much as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you can blow up as much as, I believe, 5 tiles. I don't think you can get a full 6 because obviously there's always going to be one opening. Because you have to start somewhere and work your way through. You can't just click an area that has complete tiles surrounding it. So I think you can get about 5 tiles with a bomb, which will save you 5 hammers, obviously. Now, the objective is to get a treasure chest on the floor to be able to go to the next floor. There's also a sub-objective, which, if you would like, you could pay the ferry, you could hire the ferry to blow up the remaining tiles that are on the floor to get bonus points and to get a full tile clear of 120 points for the whole floor, but it's going to cost you gems, so keep that in mind. So if you're super free to play, obviously you might not want to use any gems for this event, and honestly you probably don't, because you're not probably going to get beyond floor 4 or 5 throughout the event free to play. It's just not going to happen. And it kind of leads me to the whole thing of, okay, we need to stop doing this because these mini games are borderline predatory. What I mean by that is they're dangling carrots in front of your face with really good rewards, but they're completely unreasonable, unobtainable by a free-to-play player. And they're getting harder and harder and harder. And the RNG is getting ramped up more and more and more. Because they have this set up, and I'm sure it's pre-coded, where the treasure chest, more times than not, is going to be somewhere at the end of the floor, no matter which path you take or which tiles you destroy first. Because even in the beta, when I went through this event where we actually had magic spells instead of bombs, we would just go to nearly the end of all the tiles almost every single time before the treasure chest would magically appear. Like, oh, here it is. And it's like, if it happens once or twice, it's by chance. If it happens all the time, it's coded that way. And I'm leaning more towards that it's coded that way, unfortunately. So it's designed already inherently to just say, screw your luck. You're always going to have to work hard for this treasure chest, no matter which path you take. Which I don't like that. But anyways, so when you clear a floor, you're going to get the floor rewards. Now, as a free-to-play, the best reward, like in most of these, is to get, of course, the epic Phantom Dragonite. You're not getting it. If you're free-to-play, forget about it. It's gone. It's not happening. They're going to dangle that carrot in front of your face. You won't get it. Because you have to clear floor 10. Not just get to floor 10. You have to clear floor 10. Which means you're going to have to make it to floor 11 to get this. Which is even further than the previous minigame. And even further than that on the first minigame. So they're getting harder and harder every time. With more and more RNG. So they're costing more and more gems. More and more money. Even if you're a whale, you're now going to have to go all the way up to floor 22 to technically get the legend on floor 21. You have to, of course, clear the floor to get the floor rewards. So now it's up to 21 for a legend. So I think it was something like $400 or $500 to get the Legend before for the first mini game. Second one was a little bit more than that, and then now it's probably gonna be even more than that. Now, I don't know why they do that. I don't know why they think that's a good idea. You need free-to-plays in your game just as much as you need whales. You need to find a balance. I'm not saying give the whales everything. I'm not saying give the free-to-plays everything, but you need to find a balance because you need both supporting cast members to really make a great show, to make a great game, to keep the game going long-term. You need that longevity. And this game, to me, is starting to feel more and more like it's just trying to be like Idle Heroes, their other game, their only popular other game in their library. And I don't like that, because I signed up to play a turn-based gacha, not an idle game, and this is turning into more and more of an idle game. And that's not what I signed up for, and that's not what they're going to do well in competition against, because there are other, there are other competitors that are more long established, have a firmer player base, more loyal player base. Is you got Raid Shadow Legends, you got Summoner's War, you got Epic 7. You also got Outer Plane on the way next year, as well as Hoyo versus Star Rail. So you have some steep competition on the way that are going to be more backed by bigger companies that are not going to do this crap right here that you see right now. IMR is going to have to step up their game. You can't just keep releasing new server after new server. We're up to 16 servers now, and it's only been 21 days. 16 servers. And we're not even out of the month yet. Okay? And these events, we've already went full cycle on some of the other events that are already pretty bad for free-to-plays as well. We got to make a change here, guys. I'm in the content creator program, and I still have no problem voicing my opinion. These things have to change. Okay? Like, we cannot keep doing this predatory, greedy behavior that we're doing now. You will scare away all of the free-to-plays. They will not want to stick around long-term. You're going to lose your foundation. Without a foundation, the house will crumble. You need your foundation. And you're basically telling the foundation of your game that you do not matter. Unless you are a walking billboard for dollar signs, we don't care. We don't want to give that impression to our players. And as a YouTuber myself, I feel obligated to kind of bring that to the forefront. Use my platform and tell people, hey, we can't let this just slide. We can't give them an excuse. This is not acceptable. It's not. It's not acceptable at all. So, I don't know. We got to see if they're going to change at all, but this is not looking like a very bright future. One that I want to be a part of anyways. Because this is not good to my community. This is not good for the longevity and the health of the game. This is just idle mechanics that I don't want to see a part of my turn-based gacha. I don't want to play Idle Heroes 2.0. I want to play Infinite Magicraid. I want to play a turn-based gacha hero collector that has amazing strategies and team builds. And I don't feel I'm getting any of that from this game. Because it's being just completely infested with event after event after event after event, and then slapping a minigame, another minigame, another minigame. All very pay to win. All very unreasonable to free-to-plays and even casual spenders. We need to make a change. And this is kind of the tipping point when it comes to how bad the events can get, because this is by far one of the worst so far, and it is the worst so far in terms of mini games. So, I don't know. We got to make some changes here, ladies and gentlemen, because it's nice to look at all these pretty little rewards here. It's nice to look at all these cool things down here, and then know that you can't get any of it. So, let me know in the comment section below what you guys and gals think about these mini games and these events overall. Do you think there needs to be a change? Let me know all that and more in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe, turn notifications, join me in the Discord in the description below. Feed our little boy Gio here on the channel by hitting that like button. Get him nice and fat before winter. And I'll catch you on the next one. Until then, peace.